Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you all of the first things I suggest you doing after setting up your Lenovo Idea Tab Pro. So the very first thing is connecting to Wi-Fi if you haven't done that yet. So I'm gonna slide up to open the app drawer and find the settings. Now go to WLAN and make sure that WLAN is enabled. Now you can select the network you want to connect to. Enter its password. Click on connect, and now it'll connect you to that network. Now, since you're connected, you can go to About Tablet, System Update, and click on Check for updates. It is really important to update your device. So now it is checking for them. I'm gonna turn the brightness a bit down. Okay, so I have the latest version, but if you don't, then you just need to click on download and install, wait for it to download, and after that it'll ask you to restart your tablet in order to apply the update. It is really important to update your device because first of all there are security features, second of all there are newest features that can improve your experience. So I really recommend doing that, and after that's done I recommend signing into Google. Of course you can skip that step if you don't want to sign into Google, but I really recommend doing that because without that you will not be able to access Google services like, for example, Google Play Store, which is gonna be also important in the next steps. So I'm gonna go to Accounts and Sync. Then I'm just gonna find the Add Account, Google. And now you can select whether it's an adult or teen or child. I'm gonna select an adult or teen. If you select the child, then the steps for setting up this device will be quite different. But of course you can just follow the instructions on screen, which are gonna be pretty simple. And after that it'll be done. So I'm gonna select an adult or teen. Then I'm gonna enter my sign-in information. Of course, if you don't have an account, you can click on Create Account Now. But I already have it, so I'm just gonna log into it. Then I'm gonna enter the password off camera. Okay, and now I can just click on enter to go further. Now I'm gonna agree to the Google Terms of Service and all of that. Then select if you want to back up your device data. If you don't want to lose your data, then you most probably will want to back it up. But if you don't want to back it up, you can also unselect it. I'm gonna leave it selected and click on accept. And now I have my Google account added. So let's go to the next thing, which actually requires the Google account, which is going to the Play Store and updating our apps, which is pretty important because you not only need to update your device, but also the apps. Some apps will not work without an update, and some will, but without it they will be less secure and may also just, not have the newest features. So let's click on the profile icon in top right corner, manage apps and device. It has crashed. It's probably because the Google Play itself is updating. So let's try again until it works. Manage apps and device, then updates available, and click on update all. It is important to update all of these, but of course if there are some apps that you don't want to update, you can just skip that. So you can just click on X next to it to stop updating. Then let's go to the next step, which is going to settings, then going to the biometrics and password and setting up our screen lock. It is pretty important to have your tablet secure. So first I'm gonna set the password. You can set it to pattern, pin, or password. I'm gonna set it to a pattern. I'm gonna set something simple, but I recommend setting it to something more difficult. Then I need to redraw it to confirm that I remember it. Also, before clicking on done, make sure that it's a pin, password, or pattern that you can remember, because in case you forget it, then you need to reset your device and lose all data. Besides that, data that has been backed up, but it just depends on when the backup was done and if it was done, because without that, the data will be unrecoverable, so you just need to remember your pattern. I'm just gonna click on done. Now you'll be asked if you want to show notifications on lock screen, so you can set it to show sensitive content when locked, show only when unlocked, or don't show notifications at all. I'm gonna select this option because I want to see notifications on lock screen, but I don't want to see their content. I would like to see their content, but I don't want other people to see the content of notifications if the device is locked. Then I'm gonna click on done, and now you can add a fingerprint and face recognition as well. I don't recommend facial recognition because it's not really secure on this tablet, since it only bases on the camera, not on the IR sensor. Some tablets and some phones have IR sensors, and that makes it really secure, but in this case it's not secure at all, and it can be unlocked with a picture of you or by someone who looks similar, although I'm still gonna show you later how to set it up in case you really need it. And now I'm gonna go to the fingerprint because this way it's actually secure, and I'm gonna enter my screen lock, then set up my fingerprint. So I'm gonna click on add, and the fingerprint sensor is on the power button, so you can add multiple fingerprints. Here's the power button. I'm actually gonna flip my tablet over because this is the orientation I usually use it in, but of course you can add multiple fingerprints, so you can just unlock your tablet in different orientations. I'm gonna tap on it multiple times so it scans the whole area of the finger. Need to tap release, and remember to move the finger around, then unroll the edges as well. So I'm just gonna scan all the edges that are on my finger like that. Then you can add another fingerprint or click on done. You can also later add the fingerprint in fingerprint management. Then I'm gonna also set the facial recognition, which remember that I don't recommend, so just click on that, then confirm your screen lock and click on add. Now you can just look at the camera and position your face in frame. Now I have it set up, so I'm gonna click on done. Then you can turn on unlocking with mask on, but I'm gonna cancel that. Then you can also enable the option to raise to wake, which I'm gonna show you because it is pretty convenient if you're using facial recognition, so you can just raise your tablet and it'll actually automatically open the screen. You can just look at the camera and unlock it quickly. Also, I'm gonna set it to direct unlock, so if it recognizes my face, then I don't need to slide. It'll just go into home screen. Then the raise to wake can be found, I believe, in general settings, quick gestures, and then lift to check tablet. Now I can lift my tablet and unlock it with face. To unlock it with the fingerprint, just tap on the fingerprint sensor. You don't even need to press on it. And to unlock it with the pattern, pin or password, just turn on the tablet with the power button, slide up, then enter the screen lock and it's unlocked. And now let's continue with the next thing, which is setting our wallpaper. You can of course skip that step, but if you want to set your wallpaper, you can either download the image from the internet or take an image yourself. So I'm gonna go to the camera app, then I'm gonna take a picture of this plant right here. It's not gonna be a good picture, but it's just for the sake of the video. Then you can go into that picture, click on three dots in top right corner, set as wallpaper, set wallpaper, and you can set it to home screen, lock screen, or both. I'm gonna set it only to home screen. Then you will see that it's set. And now let's go to the next thing, which is sliding down from the top of your screen, then clicking on finish setting up your Lenovo Idea Tab Pro, then click on start. And now there are gonna be a few things that you need to finish. So here is copying your data. So actually, if you want to copy data from your old device, this is great to do it now by clicking on next and following the instructions on screen, because if you skip it now by clicking on don't copy, then it's gonna be more difficult later to do it, but it's still achievable by some additional apps that you can download. Although I'm gonna click on don't copy. Then it'll get my account info, ask me for my default browsers, so I suggest setting it to Firefox, Google Chrome, or like Brave or Opera. You can also set other ones, but these are the ones that I honestly suggest. I'm gonna select the Google Chrome because it's like the best one, I think, and the Google search engine is the best for me. Of course, if something else works for you, then you can also set it up. Then click on continue to like finish everything up. Then click on continue, and now it asks you if you want to set up Hey Google, which will allow you to open Gemini hands-free by saying Hey Google out loud. I want to turn it on, and of course if you haven't set it up earlier on any of your Google accounts, then you will need to say 4 phrases out loud to set up a voice match. Then you can add a card, your payment card, if you want to use it with Google Pay to more easily add your payment info at online checkouts. I'm gonna skip that, but if you click on add card, then you can just enter the details of your payment card and it'll be done. Now I'm gonna click on next, and then you can adjust a few more things that are here. I'm just gonna click on no thanks. And now what else? The next thing I suggest doing is disabling this entertainment space. Of course, it's up to you. You can see there are different things. There's like search, you can search for different things. You can also go to videos, games, books, or podcasts and music. So of course, if you want to keep it, you can keep it. It's fine. But if you don't want it, and if you don't want this icon to be displayed, you can just press and hold on the home screen. Then click on home settings and disable the entertainment space. And now it will be disabled, so it's just up to you. And now let's uninstall some apps that are not important. So if you don't want like the Tide app, you can uninstall it by pressing and holding, then clicking on the trash icon and OK. And you can do the same with all the apps that you don't need. So I'm gonna uninstall the TikTok. Then I'm gonna uninstall PDF Master, but of course you can keep it, it's just up to you. Then some woodblock puzzle. I don't even know what's that. I'm just gonna uninstall it. Another game which is here, I'm gonna also uninstall it because I don't find it really important. Then some like things like the My Script calculator. I also don't think it's quite necessary, although it's like quite, changing all the time because it's installing these things right now. So I'm just gonna uninstall all of that. I don't want these games, but if you do, you can of course keep it, try it out, or if you know these apps already, then you can also keep it to like actually play it. But I'm gonna uninstall it. If any appear later, then I'm also gonna uninstall them. Okay, they are appearing all the time, and that's pretty annoying, but in a moment it should like stop appearing. So this is how you do it. And now the next thing is installing important apps. So if there are any apps that you find important, like Netflix, Disney Plus, or WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, then you can search for it in the Google Play Store. So I'm gonna install Netflix. Then I'm gonna click on install, and it'll be installed. Now let's search for another app, which is gonna be Firefox, because I want to show you later in a moment how to change the default browser. So I'm just gonna install Firefox just to show you how to change the default browser. And now I can go to the settings, then go to apps, and to change your default browser, of course only if you want, go to default apps, browser app, and you can change it to any of the ones that you want. And I think I've shown you everything that I wanted, so that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.